Hello, people of the internet, and welcome back to another episode of the Stanley Parable. Gonna hop right into it. I'm gonna skip the intro this time, so if you haven't seen the intro, go back to the first episode and watch the intro on there, and also the ending on there if you want. But I'm just gonna do a different ending on for this episode here. Yeah, click to skip. There we go. See, that's the intro that you would have missed there. All right, you'll have to forgive my lack of.
Stanley decided to go to the staff lounge.
All right, staff lounge. Forgive my lack of ability to control the mouse. I mean the walking, because I'm playing with a broken finger at the moment.
Was terrifying to him.
And it's been what? You see, I can't even go through a simple door.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
All right, guys, should we listen to him all the way, or should we do something else? Yeah, let's just do everything he says to do this time. I think that's gonna be what we do. Do everything the exact way he says to do it. So I think the first time we got in here.
As Stanley entered the lounge, he was horrified to find.
And then we went downstairs, and then went mad, and spoiler alert, we went crazy. We went crazy because we didn't follow directions. So I'm gonna see what happens whenever we follow all the directions to the
staircase. Stanley walked upstairs
all right,
to his boss's
this is all new.
office.
Let's go. Ooh, the office. Go in.
Entering his manager's office,
let's
Stanley
see.
was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
No.
It was at this point that he began to feel dizzy.
Oh God, we're gonna die again
And
anyway.
even thought he might pass out when suddenly he noticed a keypad
look.
next to the file
There it
cabinet
is.
in the corner of his
What's
boss's
the,
office. Stanley had never seen this panel before and had no idea what combination of numbers would produce any result. In fact, only Stanley's boss knew this, since the panel withheld access to the boss's greatest, darkest secret. And so he had assigned the keypad a combination that only he could possibly know.
Dang it!
The number of his freshman dorm number.
How am I supposed to know his freshman dorm number?
1957. But
Uh,
of course, Stanley
okay.
couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer
wow.
luck.
Amazing.
Stanley ventured forth into the newly opened passageway.
Nice. Okay, this is getting creepy.
As he drew deeper into the bowels of the building,
The bowels.
Stanley had no idea where he was
Nice.
or what this place held.
We're in the
And just as he
bowels of
began to think
Zerg's
he might not
fortress.
discover a thing,
Door.
he emerged into a long room to
TV.
find
Oh, this is from the intro that we skipped.
rows and rows of monitors.
Huh.
Screens with a number above it. Stanley noticed, however,
What number am
that
I?
these were not random numbers,
427?
but the number
That
of
my monitor?
employees who worked in the building, his co-workers. Even his own number,
Yeah, 427.
had a place on the wall.
Experiment
But why the setup so
427.
elaborate, he asked. Was this simple surveillance or something even more?
Huh.
And as if in answer to his question, the wall slid open before him,
The wall.
revealing the ultimate truth of the situation.
The wall's not sliding open. Slide open! Man. Oh my God. That wall. God. I'm an idiot.
Control
I'm an
panel
idiot.
Stanley discovered,
It is
but
a
not
control
one
center.
that controlled
Can I
simple
press buttons?
machinery. Buttons were labeled with emotions.
Hmm.
Happy, sad. Levers and knobs controlled actions. Walking,
Hmm.
eating, doing work, or watching TV. Every input on this
Dang
device
it. Nothing's
monitored not
working.
the functions of a machine, but of a human being.
Whoa.
And the reality began to sink in.
The reality.
Stanley, like so many other people, reduced to images on a monitor,
What?
had been under someone's control.
I'm being controlled by
always
the
at mercy
Matrix.
of this machine.
Oh my
Could
God.
this have been the only reason employee number 427 was content with his boring job? That a
my
machine had altered his emotions to accept it blindly?
What
He
is
began
this?
to feel an unbridled rage.
What's
And at
going
the
on?
peak of his anger, something happened.
What happened?
A
I'm looking.
spark.
Whoa.
Stanley looked up and saw the generator overhead,
Wha-
still providing
I don't
some
think that's how
small amount of
generators
power
work.
to the machine,
It's
keeping
just
it
my
alive.
thought.
And knowing that this generator was all that kept the controls running,
Huh.
Stanley moved to the ladder in the back of the room and began to
Oh, that's
climb
cool.
towards
Saw you
the
that time.
rafters.
Whoa, it's just disappearing into the wall. Oh my god, that's awesome. Wow, we are very noisy. Good thing this is not a stealth game. I don't think there's any enemies in here. Except maybe the voice who killed me in the last playthrough. Stupid jerk.
The higher Stanley climbed,
Yes.
the closer he felt to freedom,
To freedom.
the further from enslavement.
This is my Independence Day. Climb the other side. God. Climb the working ladder. Alright, here we go. Engage or disable. Which one do I do, voice? Tell me. It's... I'm turning it with my mind. What's happening? Oh my god, I went black.
Blackness,
Yeah, I could tell.
power gone,
Oh, I
All
turned the
alone.
power off.
and then
What? What's going? Oh, the light. I see the. Don't go into the light. Oh, don't stay in the black. Go.
as he stepped through the door
Oh, go.
into the fresh outside air, a feeling of liberation rushed.
Oh no,
through
I
Stanley.
should have saved it right there so I can just
He
pick
had
it up.
seen power.
Oh, I'm an
He
idiot.
had seen enslavement, and he had destroyed it.
Yes.
The underling was in
I
control now. He
am
had found his leading role.
emancipating.
Stanley never discovered what
I
everyone
freed
had
the.
gone missing,
I am the only slave I
nor
freed,
how
but I am
and where
freeing
he
the
had come
slaves.
under the machine's control.
Uh,
It didn't upset him terribly, because he knew that this was how things were meant to happen.
of course.
All he felt
Of course.
was a delight unlike any he had ever known before. Never again would he follow someone else's orders without question.
Of course not.
Never again would anyone tell Stanley where to
This
go,
is a factory
what
with
to
people
do,
controlling
or
the
how to
mines in the
feel.
middle of this
No more bosses.
town square, it looks like.
No more instructions on a screen. Stanley decides for himself now. And he stepped out into the world.
This must
and
be the
felt
happy
cool
ending.
breeze upon his skin. And Stanley was happy.
Alright. Yeah, this is the happy ending. At least we didn't die this time, guys. Is that it? Is that it? Yes. Alright, well, if you like what you saw, like and subscribe and tell all your friends. Go back and watch the first part again if you missed the intro or want to see the first ending. There's like 4 other endings or something like that that are in this game, so I'm gonna go through and play them all. So don't you worry about a thing. Anyway, I'm gonna let you get back to your bored average lives now. Just remember, I have no idea how long. Actually, I forgot to set a timer. Huh. Well, yata.